We're going to be good to go. Okay. Basically, if you can see my screen, give me one in the chat. If you can see my chart, give me a one. Good. Good. This chart we are on is a chart of Bitcoin. This chart is a chart of Bitcoin. And today, we want to look at trend lines and channels. And we are going to now just delete off this line. And off this line. And also delete off this line. So we want to draw support and resistance fresh. And what I'm teaching is best trading tools. These ones, they are everything when it comes to trading. They are everything. And once you learn these ones perfectly, you're a good trader. So we are going to come and pick up our horizontal line. This is one of my best tools. So we look at the current price. The current price, the lowest price from the current price is this one. Give me a one in the chat if I'm right. The lowest price from the current price. Yes, the lowest price is as low as this one. Yes, this is the lowest price. The lowest price from the current price is this one. Okay. The lowest price from the current price. If this is the current price, the lowest price where the market went lowest is this one. But still, me, when I'm looking at the market, let me take you there. We can change the bars from candles to line. And this is a very, very good trick. Why? Because it helps you draw your lines. I was explaining support and resistance the other time, and I said the easiest way to draw support and resistance is to draw a line at the normal V and the inverted V. In these places, it's where the market is reversal. This one is a normal V. This one is an inverted V. You see, this one is the normal V, and this one is an inverted V, especially for people who are not good at drawing these lines. So this can help you very easily. So I'll take that, and then I bring it back to the chart for you to see. So instead of me drawing it down here, why should I do that? It helps me avoid points in the market that could cause what we call a bull trap and a bear trap. A bull trap and a bear trap. So when I draw from the current price, my lowest is this one. And from my current price, my highest price is this one. So this becomes my major support, and this becomes my major resistance. But also from this price, the immediate highest price, I still do the same. The immediate highest V is this one. From this price, the immediate highest V is this one. I have a question. So also from the current price, this was the immediate lowest price. But from the current price, the immediate normal V as another support is this one. That's how you draw the market expectations. So I draw it here at this point. I can just move it a little bit up so that it caters for this point here. Just a little bit up. So that like I look like at an area instead of me just going in for a V. So that it caters for that line up there, just like that. Because it remains the same area where the market was supported and resisted respectively. So I skip this one, just common sense. Then I take this one so that it caters, it takes it as an area than just a point. Now I'm in 1 day. It means when I decide to trade in 1 day, I'll basically be looking at my trades for a longer time. Now, remember, today we want to look at a very specific thing, and that is trend lines. When the market is on a downward trend, I see someone putting up their hand. Is there any problem? Is there any problem? I see your hand. Any problem? Emma Stone, any problem? Hand is up. Emma Stone, I see your hand is up. Any problem? Any
No.
problem?
No, sir.
You see, Zoom is very sensitive. Zoom is very sensitive. When you are here, don't multitask. Zoom is very sensitive. When you are here, don't. I know it is very morning. Even it might be raining. Some of you in India, it might be raining, and you are rolling in a blanket. Huh? Hey, the warmer the blanket, the colder the future. Now, let me tell you business ethics. I know some of you, you are very weak, but let me tell you business before even I continue. Because some of you might have issues. Let me first go back to business ethics before I draw my lines. Let me even first stop sharing my screen. Because you might be suffering. How many of us want serious you know, these are small things that people take light. How many of us want serious money? And this I have seen a very long time. How many of us want serious money? Because you need business ethics. Business has ethics. Let me tell you, one, when you wake up, do not attend these trainings in your bed. Am I clear? When you wake up, do not attend these trainings in your bed. If you are not employed and working from home, go from today, buy a table and a chair. I'm telling you, buy a table and a chair, get a notebook and a pen. When you wake up, move away from your bed, go sit somewhere and call that place your business office. Stop being a joker. Business. When you wake up, if you are working from home, it is very hard to work from home. That's why even when I got started in 2021, I used my garbage collector to be my office. That story, you know. I wake up, I get my small chair, I sit on my office, and when I'm learning, I take notes. Am I making sense to someone? You sit on somewhere, when you are learning, you take notes. Why do you take notes? When you are writing, you are working on your subconscious mind. And whenever you are taking notes, there is a way your mind responds. That is how you learn. But you are in your bed. Support and resistance. You will attend these classes and nothing will stick in your mind. I'm sorry, but I'm not here to attack you. Me, I'm here to make sure, get out of your bed. You are in your bed, the phone is up on your face. Support and resistance. Support and resistance. Then the other time you roll the other side, you touch your wife. You touch your man. Baby, 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 baby. Then this side you roll, you touch your children. Why are you wasting time on these calls? Why are you killing your data for nothing? You are rolling, babe, 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 babe. We are going to just be here for 45 minutes, get done, go back and babe the whole day. I go in peace back to my topic. Now, the topic is simple. Now, this was a major point at the top. So I will come here and pick a trend line. Can you see my screen? To confirm, can you see my screen? So that I may not be. Can you see my screen? Just, okay, good. Let's go. Now, this was the highest point. So when the market is on a downward trend, we draw a trend line above the candles. And when the market is on an upward trend, we draw trend lines below the candles. So I have a question where I have pointed. Is it an uptrend? Is it a downtrend? Where I have pointed, is it an uptrend? Is it a downward trend? Answers in the chart. Where I have pointed, is it an uptrend? Is it a downward trend? Some answers in the chart. Where I pointed here, is it an uptrend? Is it a downward trend? Where I have pointed here, is it an uptrend here? Is it an uptrend or a downward trend here? Let me see what people are saying. Is it an uptrend? Is it a downward trend? Thank you, it's a downward trend. So we move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch my line just to have 2 points or 3 that touch my line. Just like that. Just like that. So because this point was on a downward trend, I'll draw a trend line above these V's. So I touch this V, I touch this V, I touch this V, and I stretch the line. The same thing here. I'll pick my trend line. I put it at the highest point. And I stretch it freely, just to make sure that I have 1 or 2 touches. I touch here, here, and there, and I'm done. So this that we have drawn is a trend line. When I draw my trend line above the candle or the line, so let me return this to candles. Does that make sense? Can you see? If I had drawn this line, can we see how it makes sense now? Let me increase it. Do you see how it makes sense? When I had drawn, if I had drawn this line, if I had drawn this line using the candles, it would be here. It would be on these points here. But since I have used the line, the line helps to go away with these points, these ones, the wicks, and it goes on the border closes of the candles to give me the perfect information I'm looking for. Give me one in the chat. So confidently on this trade, I've drawn the line. It means that these lines here, this was my support and this was my resistance. Now, since the resistance had been broken here, I would confidently say I'm going to enter this coin from here and then take my profit here. Why I'm using a trend line to trade? The market has broken my trend line, this one, which was my resistance. Am I making sense to someone? And so, since I had drawn my resistance lines before very well, I expect the market to move here to this point where the market was resisted previously. And because of that, you see, the market did it and I would have taken my profit. The same thing happened here. And through my line, I had to wait until the market closes up. And so this was, I'm going to talk about breakout and confirmation candles. So at the close of this candle here, I would make my entry and my profit to this point here. And why? Because this was my support and this was my resistance trend line. This was my support and this was my resistance trend line. So look here, friends, things are, this line, once it's broken, it is a resistance line. And once it is broken, resistance lines are meant to be broken. For example, look here. How many of us can see that Bitcoin, is confidently closing above this line? This one. How many of us can see that Bitcoin is confidently closing above this line? This one I have drawn here. How many of us can see that Bitcoin is confidently closing above this line? This is a confident close above. So if you ask me, where do I expect Bitcoin to go? How many of us can see that Bitcoin in around this area was forming an area of support? Give me one in the chat if you can see that around this area, Bitcoin is forming a line of support. So I would say, sorry, a line of support, which could be a resistance now. But you see the market came down, reached here, came down again, reached here, went up. So this is an important point in the market. So I would just draw there a line. I can still take back my chart to line and I will see that point. Can we see this V here? So I can confidently now pick my horizontal line. And I say, at this V, I will draw the, and at this V again, at this V here, where is horizontal line? I will draw the line at this. I don't need to be a trading expert to draw these lines, no. So I would confidently say that since Bitcoin has broken this point, if the market makes a move to the upside, I expect Bitcoin to go either to stop here and come down or to stop here at $65,000. And since in my mind I know, this is just extra information, that people who want to invest in crypto, they usually come in plain numbers. For example, they love buying when the market is at 60,000. Then they love buying institution, it is at 62. They love buying when, let me say, it is at 63. They love buying when it is at, let me say, at 64. They love buying when it's at 65. I expect that from here, where I see a major area, this is a major area, this one. And it is the same area here, if we do history. Do you see this area here? The market was struggling. As it is still struggling, so I would say I expect Bitcoin to go to $65,000. That's the next step. Even I can go ahead. Let me clear all things. Even I can go ahead and draw. Let me remove some of these lines. Even I can go ahead to remind you. Just a minute. And I draw a line. Have these candles like this. I can even return it to, if I'm not good, I can return it to a line. And then I draw. Just a minute. Sorry for that, guys. I'm sorry, but my daughter was crying. That's right when we started. Okay, so we learn together, right? Okay, so you see, I can draw my vertical line. So my horizontal line from this point here, and I have two V touches. So when I return this to a candle like this, do you see it has broken my trend line? If I had kept my horizontal line in, if I had kept my horizontal lines in, maybe like that, it was there, maybe like that, I could confidently say that the, the market has broken my line and I expect it to be resisted either at this point here where the market was resisted previously. Am I making sense to someone? Am I making sense to someone? All these things are hard. So the trend line is acting as a resistance. And once it is broken and candles close above it, I can use the horizontal line to be my take profit. If you have understood trend lines. So when the market is on a downward trend, we draw trend lines above the candles. And now I want to go when the market is on an uptrend. So once it is broken, this has been broken. Trust me, Bitcoin may not go back to this price again now. We are now looking at Bitcoin maybe coming to $63,000 or maybe standing strong to come up to this price, which is around $65,000 to $68,000. Am I making sense to someone? Why? Because the resistance has been. Am I making sense to someone? Give me a yes in the chat if I'm making sense to you. As simple as that. Is that hard or it is simple? Just drawing a line above the candles. Is it hard? Let me know. If you are not good at candles, put in the line, touch those V points, and draw the line as simple as that. Mm. Can we continue? Is it easy or it is hard? Let me know. If it is hard, I find a good way again to explain. I will still find a way to explain if it is hard for you. If it is easy, then just know I'm going to continue now on trend lines. Now, Fahad says it is hard. Fahad, what looks hard for you? John says it is still hard. Okay, let me come again. I change my chart to a line. I change my chart to a line. Simple. I will look at points that form an inverted V. I will look at points that form a normal V. And friends, do you see this point here? You see this point here? These are the points I will consider when I'm drawing my lines. Inverted V's, these ones. So if I want to draw a line above this chart, I will always just come here. I come here and pick a tool that draws that line. The tool is here. The tool is here. I'll come and look for this tool. The tool is here. It is called the trend line. I'm not the developer of the tool. The tool was made for you. Even if you don't know how it works. The tool is here. The tool is here. You don't need it to be an expert. So you just pick it. For you just need to know where to draw from. So you want to say, I want to draw from the highest point, which is this one. Then after pointing to the highest point, you are just going to stretch the line. Just stretch the line. That this is the highest point, yes. This is the V, the highest point. So I want to stretch the line above the candles, like this. So you make sure you just need to have 2 touches on your line. Then you can stretch it and take it anywhere. You don't need to force it like that. So when I move away from line to candles, that's how it comes out. So once my line is broken, once this line is broken by a candle, it means the market has broken a resistance line, and so it is moving from one resistance heading to another resistance. Like, for example, you see this white line above here has been broken and the candles have closed above. So I would confidently say the market has broken this resistance going to another resistance. Resistances are made to be broken. So if I had drawn my resistance here or any in between these points, I would confidently say the market is going to move from this point on a journey to continue going to this point. Is it clear now? Is it clear? Is it clear? Where do you touch to get those icons you draw? I think you are using a phone. Let me change. Let me go to a phone. If you are using a phone, this is not Royal Q. Forgetting. People are now, that's why now I just move on. This is not Royal Q. This is a skill, the trading skill. This is not Royal Q. This is not Royal Q, this is Trading View. The tool is called Trading View. We are just giving you an extra skill. You don't need it. You don't need it, it's just an extra skill. So if you're using a phone, can you see my phone? If you are using a phone to see the chart, these classes were done already. You tap here, it opens. Now I'm here, I want to analyze, but I'm using a phone. I'm not using a laptop. I just use a laptop because I want to teach. I'm using this old phone of mine. I don't know why the chat is not. Let me pick another coin. Now this is the chart. If I want to draw the lines here, when the market is on a downward trend, I've told you we draw the lines above the candles. I can tap on this chart. I tap on the pencil. The pencil is down here. I'm not the developer. No. Someone is saying you are the one. No, it is here on my chart. Someone is saying, no, it is here. It is a pencil. So I tap on the pencil. Now these are the trend, they are trend lines. These ones, So I pick the trend line. I pick the trend line like this. And I want to draw it above the candles. Either I can pick the highest price and then just stretch it like this. Or if I'm not good at that, I still tap on this plus. No. I tap on, am I forgetting? I've not used this for a long time now. These are tools, just a minute. Plus sign, that's what have I forgotten? Just a minute. These are indicators. Okay, I'm good now. So I tap on these three dots. Down here. Then I change the chart type. So I come here on the chart type. I change the chart type from candles to a line. From candles to a line. But my daughter, you are spring. You are moving everything. Sorry, guys. The senior student is very stubborn, but we shall manage. Okay, so what I do, I now want to draw the line. So I pick the trend line. I press it at the highest point. Then I make sure I have 2 to 3 touches, or one. I don't need to be perfect. Now, the market is on a downward trend. If I want to trade this coin now, I will wait until the market will come back and break. So at these points where it forms a V, I draw the line. Whenever it forms a V, I draw the line. Am I making sense to someone? Whenever it forms a V, I draw the line. Whenever it forms a V, I draw the line. What am I looking for? I'm looking for entry and exit points. Now, whenever there is a V, I'm simplifying trading for you. Now, from the current price, the lowest price is this one. So I draw the line. From the current price, above this line, there is a V here. I draw the line. Those of you are finding difficult. From there, I draw a line. Look for this one. It is here. Above that line, there is this one here. So I can draw as many as I want. There is no limit. Then I say, okay. For example, if I was trading futures, this market is clearly telling me that it's going down. So what I do, I now pick my price range. This is where now I now pick my price range. And I short this market from here, where I saw the market was resisted is here. It is a 3%. It is a 3%. So I go set this BSW that it is going to go down by 3%. So if I was using Royal Q, I just come here. Then I tap on futures. Then I'm looking for a coin called BSW. BSW. It is not listed on futures. Then I ignore. Let me now look for 1,000 sats. Then we analyze that 1,000 sats. 1,000 sats. Sats. 1,000 sats. So I pick the pair. I want to look at this coin. Beautiful. When the market is on an upward trend, we draw a trend line below the candles. So I come here, I'm in 30 minutes. So I pick this point and then I connect it to this point. So from here, where is the inverted V? Wherever I see an inverted V, I draw the line. From the current price, the inverted V above is this one. From the current price, the nearby inverted V is this one. You see, am I making sense? From this inverted V, the next inverted V is this one. Now, if I want to see whether what I'm drawing is the reality, so if I'm going to short 1,000 sats, I say 1,000 sats is now coming down. Where do I expect it to stop? At this point, this is a 1.1% profit. Then I go to my royal queue. I come here on futures. The coin is in profit of 10%. But if I've done my analysis well in 30 minutes, and I expect this coin to come down, I come tap on features, then I have a decision. This is a long, meaning it will go up. This is a short, meaning it's going to go down. So I want it to come down, so I tap on short. Then I put in my trade settings as normal. They are starting with, it means I must have transferred 1,000 sats. I must have 1,000 sats, equaling to over 15,000 of them in my what? In my Binance account. In the what? The market. China unbans crypto, then the market skyrocket. Those fools are just wasting time. So maybe I want a leverage of 10x. I want the to 10x my money. 10x meaning these 1,000 sats I have, they are going to multiply them 10 times. So maybe I had put in $100. They're now going to multiply 10 times. It means I will have 1,000 as my capital. And I'm saying the market is going to go down by 1.1%. So if it does 1.1%, I'll make a profit of my $1,000, which is not mine. Am I making sense? So what will they do? They will give me my profit, but also they will charge me a fee of using them. But what if the market goes against me? For them, they don't lose. It's me who loses. Because this has gone against my prediction. That is when I decide to use futures. But if I had used the spot, there is no shorting the market. In the spot, you are only saying the market will go up. Am I making sense to someone? I will discuss futures in more details. Don't take off the line. So if I come back 3 dots, then I come here on the chart. Now I return it back to candles. You see, it brings out the sense of where the market is heading. Am I making sense to someone? Am I making sense to someone? Give me one in the chat if I'm making sense to you. Am I making sense? Is it easy? Is it hard? Is it easy? Is it hard? Is it easy? Is it hard? So someone should not complicate your journey when it comes to trading. Now, if you have joined my class, of RSI. What is the RSI trying to speak down there? What is the RSI trying to speak down there? Some answers in the chat. Those of you who have been here for some time. If you want to understand clearly, tap in the link on my bio. Those of you who have been with me for some time, what is the RSI trying to say? And what do we expect? Do we expect the coin to go up? Do we expect the coin to come down? What do we expect? Do we expect the coin to go up? Do we expect the coin to go down? It is our expectation. And if we had set this trade in futures and this coin comes down, shall we make money? Shall we make money? That is futures for you. If this coin is coming down, we shall make money. That's why I'm teaching you everything, because now we want to be making money when the market is going up, and we want to be making money when the market is coming down. You can make money in two ways. You can make money when the market is going up. You can still make money when the market is coming down. I don't know. I know some of you know that only money is made when the market is going up. But there's what we call futures, where you say, instead of me expecting this coin to go up, I expect this coin to come down. And if it does, if it comes down, you will make profit. But if it goes against you, you will lose money. That is features. But in sport, you don't lose. Am I clear? Am I clear? Am I clear? I'm slowly introducing features to you. I'm not saying you go and trade them, but just you need to learn and know. Now, we are looking at trend lines and channels. Now, I want to impact a channel on my chart. Instead of me drawing just a trend line. So you go 100 trend line, baby. Go 100 trend line. So I will pick a parallel channel, come here on trend lines. On these trend lines, I'll pick a parallel channel. Then I say from the lowest point, this is the lowest point. So I draw it like this. Touch those points. I'm drawing it below the candles. Then I stretch it to the highest points where the market went highest. And how many of us can see that the market is moving within the channel? How many of us can see that the market is moving within the channel? So the channel has areas. Simple. Support, resistance, resistance. So once it breaks this one, this becomes now the support. And now this becomes the resistance. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? You can draw. So if I fear to draw this, then I change this chart type to a line. And I draw my channel. Wherever, now the beauty about the channel is, wherever the market touches the channel, you draw there a line. As simple as that. So I come here, pick my horizontal line. Wherever it touches, so when it touched here, I'll draw there a line, a horizontal line. I draw there a line like that. Wherever it touches my channel, I draw there a line. Wherever it touches my line, either in the middle or the side, I draw the line. Now let me remove for you and give you a sample space. Let me draw several. So wherever it touches my line, I draw the line. So now let me turn this back to a chart. No, don't take off. Does my chart look nice? Yes, good. Does my chart look nice? Do you think I'm very white? No, I'm not. I'm just drawing these lines to give me where I expect my market to be supported and where I expect my market to be resisted. Now, like I said, I would definitely say that this coin is coming down to my line. Let me pick my no noise. Keep quiet. Keep quiet in the classroom. Keep quiet in the classroom. So I would confidently say that if this coin has been resisted from this line, I expect it to come down to this line. Is this hard? It is an expectation, it's not a guarantee. Why we trade with margin calls? Even in Royal Q, there are margin calls in futures. It's an expectation to help you give you results out of your trading. And now I have a question. Those of you who learned RSI with me, if you had joined this RSI, let me show you, people joke with RSI. This is in 30 minutes. Let me draw there. Yesterday I talked about the RSI. If you had joined at the crossover here, in the oversold, let me change the visible. If you had joined here in the oversold, here, and this is over how much? 6%. This over 6%. Just using the RSI in the oversold area, it would have given you 6%, those who attended that class. I have a question. Has my analysis hit my take profit? If I had traded features, would I have made profit now? If I had traded features, would I have been made profit now? If I had traded features now, would I be in money? Just asking. Why? Using technical analysis, support and resistance. The market has been resisted. The market has been resisted. I use a confluence of RSI to see direction of the market. And now I'm in money. Support, trend lines. Support, resistance, trend lines. And they are very key. And they are very key. My time is done for today. But today we have looked at how you draw support lines, resistance lines. We have also looked at how we draw trend lines. And also we have looked at how you draw a channel. Yes, we have drawn this channel on the market that is going up. Let's draw this channel on the market that is going down. Let us look for another coin that is not doing well. Maybe we go for index. Silence, silence, silence. Now this one is going down. This one is going down. My bully, come and take her. She's now very stubborn. You go. Okay, now we want to draw. So I take this, turn it to a line. Like this. Balance my chart. Balance my chart. Just I balance my chart, sorry for that. Then I want to draw. I want to draw above the candles. So I can either use a trend line or I can use a parallel channel. So I press it at the highest price, stretch it above, like that. 1 or 2 touches are enough. Then stretch it to the lowest points, any of my choice, either this or this, any of my choice. Either I can go very low here, or I can decide to pick this one here, like this, like this. Or I can go in for this, or I can go very far up to a bigger perception like this. Or I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm just looking for 2 to 3 points to touch my now. Like you draw support and resistance on the chart. You also draw support and resistance on indicators like the RSI, because it also forms points. I can construct a parallel channel on my RSI like this, then stretch it like this. And I use this in my analysis because I can see whenever it touches my channel, it gets supported and it moves back to the resistance. I can still draw, I don't know if I'm making sense to someone, to help me understand the market movements. I can draw a trend line above the stochastic RSI, like this, to help me give me market direction. Am I making sense to someone? So they are not only drawn, banana, 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 banana on fire, new cell, new cell, new cell. Now I'm here. People tell me, we don't want to use the robot. I just analyze. If I want to use this, then I move on. So am I clear? So like you draw these on your chart, you can also draw them on an indicator. Am I clear? Give me a yes in the chat if I'm clear. So they are not only drawn in the chart. Am I? You come on trend chart. And he's saying analyze the riff. That coin is going to be delisted. When a coin is going to be delisted, do not have too much hope. Move away from things. Look at how much you are losing, make it in the future in other trades. Don't die on coins as if you are creators. If it has given you some hope, it cannot return back to its new all-time high. You will suffocate for nothing, may I tell you. The coin is going to be delisted from Binance. The volume has to go down. You know, some people, sometimes they have too much hope. Move on. Stop dying on coins as if you are the creator. Move on. Look at how much you are losing. Move on. The coin is going to be delisted. It will lose volume. People don't like my advice, but it's usually the best. Now I look at how much I'm losing, make it in the future in other trades. I cannot die on a coin. The coin I sold, when I sold my reef, it was around here. I lost around 197 because the coin is going to be delisted. And I already made my profit back. So me, I don't cry for spilled milk. I be there, coiny, coiny. It's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor to anyone because it's your money. So you have a choice. But I hope my topic is home. Thank you so much. Unless there are questions, but my time is done. Unless there are questions, but my time is done. Then it means I just need to wait for tomorrow. The meeting is on Tuesday. Was the lesson of S. I'll teach RSI on Friday. Teach RSI on Friday again. Just know me when I'm teaching, I keep on repeating something until you understand it. So I think I come to the end of the call. Thank you so much. Those of you, especially on Zoom, thank you so much. I wish you all the best.